This is Vibes Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take a resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal reading. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'd be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Okay. Hope you all are doing wonderful. Hope you all are safe, happy, feeling good, and great. Okay. All right. All right. Let's tap on in. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, collective. I'm picking up that there is some hidden competitive energy. You could be someone who has a new project. You could be someone who's starting something on social media. You could be someone who's starting a new job. You could be new to a neighborhood, new to a group. Okay, the new person at work, new to a school. Okay, maybe you're taking up some kind of training or some kind of schooling, but I'm picking up there's hidden competition. Maybe people are smiling in your face, kikiing with you, but deep down inside, these people feel intimidated by you. Okay, I'm not picking up if this is anything that you are doing. This is something that is just happening naturally. This could be energy that is felt, energy that you're feeling, even without people being direct about how they feel. You could get a lot of sarcastic remarks and statements when people are communicating with you. As I said, this could be at home, this could be at work, this could be in some kind of group setting. You could be on social media. Maybe there are people leaving maybe unkind remarks or comments. Okay, maybe you're receiving some emails or messaging that is could be disrespectful or cruel, or maybe someone's trying to slander your character. I'm also picking up possibly maybe you have voiced your concern about this situation, and maybe someone said, "Oh no, it's not like that." Okay, and so Spirit is saying there is hidden competition. So deep down inside, Spirit is saying what's going on is it's your aura and your energy. And I'm not picking up that you are doing anything wrong, that you're new to some kind of project, to some kind of platform. You could be on social media. I think I said that as well. Or you're the new person at work, the new person to some kind of group or organization. It could be church, okay? You're the new church member, okay? And people are kikiing in your face, but deep down inside, your energy, your aura, your presence irritates them. It stirs their demons. It makes them want to latch out and just be rude and disrespectful. And the energy that is being thrown at you is unwarranted. But Spirit is saying it's that you're just an intimidation. There's something about your energy, your vibration, your frequency, your light, your aura is very powerful. The gift that you have is very powerful. You're like a catalyst. You're someone who not was, who is, okay? Maybe someone in your lineage was also gifted, because I said was at first, but you are the second in your lineage. Spirit is saying to be gifted with the aura and the energy that withholds the energy of a catalyst, someone to bring about change. And when I say bring about change, this is something that you do without being vocal. This is something that you do with your mere presence, just you entering a room or a building, just to hear the sound of your name or the depiction of your face. Okay, it irritates and it stirs up energy in people. And this is not a negative thing. This is a gift. This is one of your divine gifts that you were born with. You are the second in your lineage to have this gift. It's very powerful. You may have had a lot of circumstances where in your upbringing, maybe as a young adult, all the way throughout adulthood, where you have different situations where people want to be confrontational or create some kind of false narrative or false conflict with you. And you've always wondered, like, where's this coming from? I mind my business. I'm kind to people. Spirit is saying it's not you, it's your gift. And they want you to embrace it. They want you to work on your energy, work on grounding yourself, and also work on spiritual hygiene. And for you to embrace who you are, do not fear it, do not run away from it. This is one of your gifts. You are the catalyst. The catalyst catalyst of change. And you can do this simply by being around someone, whether you choose to communicate with them or not, whether you know them or not, whether they touch your hand or you touch theirs. Just you being in their auric field, just you entering the room, it brings about change. It flickers a light or a reflection towards things that need attention in someone's life. And this could be in many areas. This could be in their love life, in their finances, their self-esteem. This could be a lot of things that are hidden, things in the shadow, the dark side, the spaces and places that people hide and don't want to speak on and don't want to be revealed or talk about. The kind of things that families like to sweep under the rug and let's not tell, what Uncle so and so did to so and so, and those kind of situations. So it could be positive, it could be negative, it could be a mixture of both. But you are the catalyst, and you are born with this gift. And so Spirit is saying for you to embrace and harness your gift, harness your power of who you are. Do not dim your light for anyone. Stand 10 toes down. Begin to work on yourself, your grounding work, and begin to work on your spiritual hygiene. Make sure you're doing this on a consistent basis. And it would be a good idea for you to also get into some form of meditation. Start off slowly and build with momentum. Even if you're starting off with 5 minutes of meditation a day, it will work for you if you're someone who's never meditated before. But Spirit is saying there's hidden competition because with everyone whom path that you cross, because it's your gift, you are the catalyst of change. And this could be even from total strangers you don't even know. You may have also be someone who have had a lot of people who have tried to be violent with you, not just confrontational, but violent, want to commit acts, but you were saved. And that was your ancestors and your spirit team stepping in to save you and block anyone from harming you. You may have had people who want to be extremely violent with you or become very hostile. If you are a feminine figure, you may have had men be very aggressive towards you, a lot of men, and you've never known why. Because I'm picking up you're very nice, you're very soft-spoken as well. You're not naive, you're not slow, but you're a cool person, okay? You're pretty much to yourself, very independent. You don't ask anyone for anything. So, you're not one of those people where someone is like, oh, they owe me $5. That's why I'm mad. No, this is just unwarranted energy, because when you are in the room with these people, they don't even know what it is. You may not know what it is, or you may know what it is. You may be finding out, okay? And if you don't know, well, this is confirmation. This isn't a coincidence. You're finding out through this read. And so use your gifts wisely, or your gifts can be taken from you, number one. And number two, it's time to get into your grounding work and that spiritual hygiene. But this is nothing to fear. This is nothing to run from. Embrace it, begin to do the work, and be patient with yourself. And whenever someone shows you who they are and you experience, Spirit wants you to get into the habit. When you experience any kind of conflict, resistance, confrontation, or disrespect from anyone, that's just your signal to not engage or communicate with that person. And just know that your gift of the catalyst of change has been activated, meaning there's something within you. Your gift has activated something in them that is reminding them, like, ding dong, we need to work on our confidence. Ding dong, we need to work on maybe, being faithful to our husband or wife. Ding dong, we need to work on being more neat. It could be anything. It could be anything in their life. It could be something, negative or positive. And so, oh, wow, that's telling me to keep going. So just embrace it, be easy on yourself. There's nothing to fear. Do research on grounding, on spirituality, on anything that you are in question of. Make sure you're doing research, of anything that you're unaware of, you've never done before, but it's nothing to fear. I'm being told to tell you that. But this hidden competition, this animosity is nothing that you are doing. You are perfectly fine. Continue to be yourself and don't dim your light. Don't change who you are. Spirit is saying, embrace who you are. Male or female, you could be experiencing this. Maybe you are a male figure whom you have a lot of confrontation with people and you don't know why. You've tried and you've tried. You could be a loner, considered to be someone who is often alone. Not because you are sad. It's because you like being alone. And what it is, whether you are aware that you are a catalyst for change or not, and that's one of your gifts, When you are alone, you are able to fine tune yourself. You are able to recalibrate your energy when it comes to connecting with spirit, when it comes to connecting with source. So you find comfort in being alone. You're someone who finds extreme comfort in being alone. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay. So with the Guide of Wands, this would be a good idea for you to get out into nature. Make sure you're grounding yourself. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing woo spooky that's going to happen. Okay? And so embrace who you are and do the research that's needed. Anything that you're feeling inquisitive about, you're questioning, you want to know about, be willing to do the research, be willing to look things up for yourself. Yeah, so be willing to do the work that is necessary. Get out, get some sunshine, take your shoes off, get into the grass. Uh, you know, make sure you're doing things that make you feel good, that makes you happy. Whenever you come from somewhere and you feel drained, you feel depleted, it's a good idea for you to also work on transmuting that negative energy, cleansing yourself. It's not hard. It's very simple, the things that I am naming. As you begin to work on yourself and do the research and step into your gifts and step into this awakening, this path, this journey that you are on right now, and embracing who you are and learning about who you are. And you can take one practice at a time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to be anxious. If it's meditation you want to start with, Spirit is saying start with that slowly and let it build, okay? You may start off maybe 1 day a week and then go to 2 days a week and then increase it slowly, okay? You may want to get you a few, talismans or crystals or amulets that you may want to invest in. So do research on those things. Don't just purchase them because I mentioned it. Do research and find out what works for you, okay? There's many things, spiritual baths, there's many of the things you can do, but because I'm picking up that you could often always feel drained, you feel flattened, fatigued, like you just don't want to move. And that's because your energy, when you are in particular environments, you feel drained because, your energy has been vamped away. But this is a natural thing that happens, those who are, still living and working out of their shadow side and, they're still asleep. They're still on their pillow. They're not conscious. Everyone won't have an awakening at the same time, and they're not supposed to. But those who are still operating out of that shadow, they pull on the energy of the light workers. And this is something that happens naturally on a daily basis worldwide. But there's a way you can recalibrate, ground yourself so that you don't feel drained or fatigued, okay? And so whenever you come across, once again, someone's being disrespectful to you, don't, or confrontational, don't front it off. Spirit is saying accept that as a nudge from your spirit team, from your ancestors, letting you know accept that as a nudge from your spirit team, your spirit guides, informing you, okay, this is someone we don't want you engaging with. This is someone we don't want you communicating with. So don't take it, personal. Don't take it, it's not about you, it's about them. Okay. So consider that, keep that in mind. I don't care where you are, who you're dealing with, whether it's a family, a friend, work, church, your community, your neighbor, someone online. You're going to have to tune it out. Soon as they show you who they are, like the great Maya Angelou said, believe them. Do not engage with them at all. It's best to stay silent and leave people with their energy, okay? Because there's a lot of people who are roaming around on a daily and they are spiritually disheveled and they're looking for someone to flick their energy onto. They're looking to do that energy transfer. Yep. And there are some who are so asleep and they're so programmed to the point where no matter how much explaining you do, they would never comprehend what I'm sharing with you about your gifts. They will never comprehend. So do not spend your energy or your time trying to plead with anyone. Oh, this is my gift and I'm a catalyst, and not because they're going to look at you like you're crazy. It may turn into a confrontation. It may escalate and go somewhere you don't want it to go. So that's another thing about this path. A lot of things that you are learning, that you are being exposed to, are between you and source and you and the divine. Just as I am working through the spirit team to convey this message, everything that I'm sharing is not for you to carry on. It's for you to put it in your arsenal and work it for your highest good. When you out here roaming these cosmic streets and you out here dealing in a 3D with different people while you're running your errands, taking care of your children at work, at church, wherever you at, in your friend group, or maybe some kind of organization, or if you're part of a car club, a motorcycle club, this is not to share. This information is for you to keep in your arsenal, to keep in your pocket and work it for your highest good. It ain't nobody business, baby, but use your powers for good. Use them for yourself. The next card we have here is the Explorer of Swords, okay? You've been there and done that. And with this Explorer of Swords, and you see the knife here, I'm speaking metaphorically here. We do not promote violence on this channel. But with this tarot card right here with that knife on the side, and then she's sitting there looking out into the void. As I said, you're someone who has experienced a lot of people being confrontational and violent with you for no reason. I'm talking about unwarranted energy, disrespect. This could even be from family members as well, Spirit is saying. Not for all of you, but maybe that's for some of you. To the point where you were left sitting just like this woman is in this car, like, what the hell? What the hell? What's going on? Why? You're left, you were left questioning and like, what's going on? Okay. You've been through a lot, and now you are the catalyst of change. You're not doing anything wrong. You do not need to change anything about you. You are simply the catalyst for change. They don't know what it is. You may have had people also disrespect you and be confrontational. And I'm picking up, you probably had someone apologize to you. Maybe one or two persons say, I don't know why that happened. They'll straight up tell you, I don't know what happened that night. I don't know. It just happened. Because they don't know. It's not for them to know, but you know. Okay? So don't waste your time or energy trying to explain anything to anyone about your gifts. That's between you and your ancestors, okay? Possibly if you need to do some veneration, you may want to create an altar as well, okay? Time to communicate and go into counsel. Time for you to water your garden with the Guide of Pentacles. Time for you to feed your soul, feed your spirit, but also assist your spirit team. Do some venerations, okay? Pac said it best, pull out a little liquor. You can do that too, okay? Whatever you're drinking, okay? All right, show some love, do some veneration. It takes nothing, just a couple of minutes. All right, go into counsel with your spirit team. You want to get in the habit and establish yourself where you're relying more on the spiritual than the physical, because as I always remind, the spiritual is more powerful than the physical. We know these physical things will perish. We know that they are temporary, okay? But we know that the spirit, the soul, rocks on, moves on, and lives on. And that's why this person here is making sure that they're feeding their garden. They're making sure they're putting their energy, their time, and their effort where the growth is, where the love is, where the protection is, where the abundance and the prosperity is. That's you connecting to your higher self and connecting with your ancestors as well. When they transition, an essence of them goes into you, into your DNA. Okay, if you didn't know, now you know. Okay, somebody likes Notorious B.I.G. Okay. Okay, but it's time to do some connection. It's time to make it spiritual, get spiritual. Don't be ashamed about it. Don't worry about what nobody else is saying, thinking, of doing. Just do some reflection and let this read marinate on you. Let it marinate, let it sit with you, and just pick one thing, and you will feel and see a change. And be easy with yourself. Don't rush. Don't rush anything. You ain't got to go buy 1,000 things at once and I'm going to try this and try. No. Pick one thing, one area, and work on that. For example, it may be the meditation. Work on that, You may want to do some veneration, in the morning. You may do some veneration in the morning. You may want to go out into nature more, okay? Pick one thing and then slowly but surely find what works for you, because everything does not work for everybody. Okay? Everything does not work for everybody. What works for one may not work for the next person. Okay? because your spirit team wants you to be celebrating like the Four of Wands in the energy of being handsome, beautiful. If you are a male figure, okay, all right, handsome or beautiful, okay, dancing, loving yourself, celebrating, being able to enjoy life. We know life is not perfect. We understand that everyone's life is different, but I'm pretty sure no matter who you are, you at least want a little bit of bliss and joy in your life. And there is a way that you can enjoy this life, even though you have endured much. Even though you might say, you know what, Lady Noble, I've been through some things that, baby, I don't know. I'm just worn out. You ain't worn out. You just beginning. This reading here is confirmation. It ain't a coincidence. It's just time for you to get back to it. Okay? That's why you went through it. It's just time to raise the bar. I call it knuckle up and throw back time, if you ask me. Knuckle up and throw back time, and getting out into nature. Yeah, hugging a tree really does work. I know you've heard that and it may sound funny. Maybe you're worried about what people think of you. Oh, honey, you got to let that go. Because if we spend our time worrying about what people think of us, we will be nowhere. We will be nowhere. Acrobat number 12, okay? This energy here is the energy of you needing to surrender, just be free and be you and care no more about what anyone is saying or doing. If it is negative energy, someone is being disrespectful towards you or rude, like you going somewhere. I see someone like hanging out, maybe you're out to dinner, maybe you're hanging with your friends, and maybe someone is rude, maybe they bump you, they don't say excuse me, those kind of things. Let it fly, let it go, let it be. Okay? Spirit is saying do not flex and overextend yourself in areas of other people's lives. Because folks do things intentionally, collective. It's on purpose, believe it or not. It's on purpose to get you upset and to get you unfocused. Folks be knowing what they doing. That's why you got to keep your head up high and continue to hold the light. Hold the light on their butts, okay? The next card we have here is the Scout of Pentacles. And with the Scout of Pentacles card, this lady here, she's getting a reading. They're sitting out in nature. Maybe you want to get you a tarot deck. You could be someone who's interested in divination. Take time to do research. Maybe you feel called to do it. That's not for everyone, but someone that's watching this read, maybe you're feeling called for that. As you see, they're out in nature. They're sitting on a blanket. Her other friend got the phone. She's recording her. She's holding cards up. Okay, maybe there's something that you want to do. But as I said at the beginning, maybe you are on social media and maybe someone is being competitive with you. Okay, everyone isn't competitive, but I'm picking up. I said it at the beginning. You could be on social media and someone could see that you're new. People often, they compare and compete on social media, even when they say they don't. Oh, yes, they do, baby. And there'll be someone watching your following, watching your subscribes. They're closely monitoring your page because even if a person doesn't know you, there are some, not all, there are some who likes to watch you just to monitor you. And, it's because they feel intimidated. You're that newness, they're concerned. And so people like this who want to take their time to monitor the progress of anyone, whether on social media, whether they're on your job, whether they're in your family. Maybe you got a cousin that pull up to the shindigs. They be this and they be that. Maybe they get a lot of attention. People who feel intimidated by other people or feel the need, as precious as life is, to give their energy to watching and monitoring others. Those are people who have healing to do. Those are people who have deeper, unresolved issues within. And it could be something from their childhood. It could be a negative imprint that someone projected onto them. But collective sources letting you know this has nothing to do with you. If someone wants to be competitive or they feel intimidated, it's not your fault. You have nothing to do with that because we all are individually, uniquely, divinely created. No two humans are alike. So there's no reason to try to compare ourselves to each other because we're all uniquely, individually, divinely created. We have our own missions. We have our own paths. We have our own ideas and emotions of how we feel. We respond differently. I'm pretty sure, you would agree with me. We respond differently to life. and different things that occur. So a person that wants to take their precious currency, aka their time here on planet Earth, and give it to watching and monitoring you and trying to one up you, and oh, they think they all bad and let me pull them down, and and that's just someone that needs help. And you want to be mindful when engaging with a goofy, someone who doesn't have their mental faculties together, and they're expressing that they need some help. Let them go get their help, but it's not your job to do it. And so you have to be strong. You have to love yourself and continue to hold the light. Continue to love you unapologetically. Continue showing up, continue building, continue creating. You know, God hired me, who's gonna fire me? Tell him to talk to the boss collector. And this here, the competition can be in anything, any kind of profession that you do, any kind of work you do. You could be a hairstylist, okay? Maybe your clientele is popping. Maybe you got clients coming in the shop asking for you. And that could be irritating somebody. That could be getting on somebody's nerves. They always come in here asking for them, asking for the collector. They see my chair empty. They don't like your work. But you can't blame the collector for that. You could be a top tier barber. Okay, everybody like the way you line up. Y'all know it's all about the detail of the lineup if you're a barber. Okay, and when you do your thing, you do your thing. Now, folks are particular when they go get a haircut. It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing with a haircut. You push somebody lining back, you through. It'll take you a while just to rewrite your reputation. Folks ain't sitting in the chair. They waiting on the collector. You may even show up to the shop like an hour late, and guess what? Your clientele still waiting on you. You could do tattoos. You may be a nail tech. Same thing. You could be 30 minutes late. Your client, your client still sitting there. Hey, collector. Oh, I'm glad you're here. And the person in the next booth rolling their eyes like, you think they all that? They know they could have let me do their nails. They waiting on the collector. They know who got the juice. The whole objective is for you to continue to grow and move forward. And in order to do that, you have to stay confident. Trust and know there's a higher power working for you, darling, baby, sugar, and keep on moving and keep on grooving. Keep showing up for you. Let no one disturb your peace. If someone is, showing animosity with this hidden competition, because that was the beginning of the message, there's hidden competition. That's why you're experiencing people being rude. They want to stop. They want to stop the wheel of fortune. They want to stop your blessings, your favor, your opportunity. But guess what? Bum, 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 bum. They can't. What is for you will never pass you by. What's written in the stars for you will never pass you by. They can't stop this 9 of cups. And this 9 is one away from the 10. And to me, you look very peaceful and relaxed. This could be another irritant. Though you are the catalyst of change. It's one of your gifts. And you change things. You remind people of areas that have been untapped. You remind them of their untapped potential. You remind them of things that they wish they shoulda, woulda, coulda theory. Things they always wanted to do, but they never had the courage to do it. Maybe you're someone very courageous. You're very brave. They wish they had that energy. Even when people try to mock and make fun of you, they wish they could do it, And so that says a lot. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So let them show you how important you are. You're very relevant in their life. Don't let it disturb you. Don't let it disturb you at all. Let it encourage you and continue to stay, relaxed, at peace, grateful, thankful, present, making sure that in the meantime, in between time, you are gathering with like-minded energy, people, places, and things that celebrate you, not tolerate you. People, places, and things that, have their own life going on. They have success and victories and things that they are working on to accomplish. You want to be mindful of being around people if you're in the building stage of anything, of being around people who have that lack mentality, that low vibrational energy. You have a very beautiful, passionate relationship with you and your spouse, whether you're married or not, is healthy. Y'all making moves, you're doing things, you know, people see it. You got a friend or two who's single or they're in a relationship that's not healthy. You think they gonna like seeing that? To your business and kiki with you and be sucking lemons soon as you turn your back. They think they all that. They think they this, so it's just is what it is. And it's repetitive that this energy comes out, but this is life. And I'm grateful to deliver this truth, this message, because there are people who needs to be aware of what's popping, what's going on, because you don't want to go around thinking that you're the problem, and you're not the problem. You're just around the wrong people. You're just dealing with the wrong people. And you could be someone who don't have anyone around you to inform you, because folks don't want you to grow and get smart and wise, because you just may get away from them. You just may move forward. You just may progress. You just may start that business. You just may go get that job. You just may end up just being happy. I'm so happy for ya. On key or not. That's right. When that channel come through to sing, I'm singing, baby. Yes. Yes. Folks don't want nobody happy, darling. You better enjoy this life. You better, you better enjoy. You better enjoy. You better enjoy it. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You've put in the work. You've done the work, You've stayed focused, you've earned your way. Whatever you are enjoying at this time, whether it's a nice house, a nice vehicle, abundance, you got the money, you got the bread like that. You don't have to have survivor's remorse. You don't have to have any guilt because you chose to go put in some overtime, or you chose to get up every day and go to work even when you didn't feel like it, pushing yourself, dragging yourself, You don't have to apologize. You could be a parental figure. You don't have to apologize because you choose to comb your kids' hair every day and they look neat and clean. You don't have to. That's for somebody. There could be somebody who envies, your parenthood. Envy you as a parental figure. How well of a parent you are. And it's not about the commas and the decimals in the bank. It's about being grateful and thankful and knowing how to take care of what you got. You make this issue look easy and you make it look real good, And so that's why spirit is calling judgment, like time out. Time out. It's time for my collective to be aware. And that was the download. Let them know that there's hidden competition. Those people want to be competitive, who are being disrespectful towards you and rude and bold and sometimes violent. I heard violently confrontational. They want to compete with you. It's your energy. And you are the catalyst of change. They don't know what it is. They don't understand it. They wouldn't understand it even if you told them about it. But it's a gift that you have within you. It's a gift that you have within you. And this happens without you even knowing them personally or saying anything. You could just, maybe you have a doctor appointment, a dentist appointment. You're just going to your doctor appointment. A total stranger. You're just going to sit in the lobby, sign your name on a clipboard, wait for your name to be called. A total stranger could become irritated and start rolling their eyes at you, and you like, what I do? You showed up. You showed up because spirit sent you there on that day. Yeah, spirit works like that. Sent you there on that particular day and sent them there on that particular day so that they can receive some of your energy, some of your light, just by you being in the room. Just by you being present. Just like this. No, I need something dark. I need something dark. I'll use this. This them. This they dark butts. This is you. Just by you being present in the room. They're right here. Here you come. La 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 la. Ooh. Here they go rolling their eyes. All upset. You see what I'm saying? Just by your energy, your mere presence. That is a powerful gift, and that is one to be grateful for. Use it wisely. Take time to learn yourself and go on and step in your power. Go on and step in your power. Hold your head up high. You should be smiling ear to ear. You should have a Kool-Aid smile. So stop thinking that you're doing something wrong. Stop thinking that Maybe you said something wrong, or maybe no. That's what they want you to think. They want you to be fooled. But Spirit, send me here in this moment to let you know there are people who are part of your tribe who carry your vibe. It may be rare, but the path that you are on is one less traveled. So you have to be strong and be courageous. And do not let the ways of the world get you down. Don't let this world change who you are. It's a whole lot of silly ish out here. You better laugh at them and let your middle finger grow. Yeah, that type ish. Let it grow. And look at the hair font showing up. Spirit has backed me up on this. You better laugh at them, and let your middle finger grow. You don't have to say nothing. Continue being you. Stay silent. Don't engage with the goofies. Don't accept no invites to nowhere where you know people really don't care for you, because that's another thing they'll try to do. They'll be so disturbed by your presence in your aura. They will invite you somewhere. People know what they're doing, baby. And hoping maybe they'll catch you intoxicated or get you in a group setting and try to start some issue with you. Be careful. You see her burning this incense. Do you see? You better go get you some incense. Pick a flavor. You better get you some sage, okay? Let it go. Let it go with the Five of Pentacles here, okay? Leave them disappointed. Leave them feeling left out in the cold. Starve them of your energy. Stay silent and continue to not engage with the goofy. Do not give your power away. I'm picking up somebody who wants some kind of confrontation, some kind of rah rah. Stay silent, keep a smile on your face, stay vigilant, but keep being you. Do not change. Don't change. Don't change. Because this ain't about to happen because you see who they are. This is confirmation. You are aware that you are gifted. You're going to do the research to learn about who you are, how to ground yourself, how to spiritually cleanse, and you're going to make sure you're not engaging with these people. You don't have to quit a job because people being rude. No, you're going to find different ways to deal with these people. You know, you're going to find very simple ways to even deal with them without dealing with them. Okay? Very simple ways. And I'm not talking about doing no ritual to hurt nobody. Simple things you can do. You know, if you got to get you a protection amulet or something, yeah. Because see, they see it. They see it. Your ancestors want you to continue to be it. They already know you a star. They already know it. I just gave you confirmation of how powerful you are. They see it, but you need to continue to be it and shine bright. Later.